In this video, we will see how to change the status of a sale of an order that has arrived, for example, from our e-commerce website. First, we need to go inside Sales in the sidebar. Here, we will see the list of all our sales with the order status quickly viewable. Let's click, for example, on this fake sale that we created now for this video. Here we will see that all the sales data will be clearly displayed. The card that allows viewing the purchased products, and then on the right, we will have the possibility to clearly manage the status, which is the subject of this video, and other data that we will now look at. Let's see, for example, that you can view the origin, where the sale came from. In this case, from the website, you will be able to see the total order amount, the payment status, which is different from the order status, because an order might be ready to ship, but the payment might not have been collected yet. Here, instead, we see the order status. In this case, these are the colored labels that distinguish the status of this particular sale. Pending payment clearly means that the sale has been made, but the product has not been paid for yet. Processing, on the other hand, is automatically set by the Framework360 system when an order is placed and the payment is made. Consequently, most orders on our e-commerce website will be in processing. Clearly, when the status is processing, it is expected that an operator manually changes the status to notify the customer. For example, of the shipment that has taken place, here we could insert the label to shipped if indeed our order has been sent to the customer or completed. If the order has been successful, it has been shipped or and received. If there is a problem, we could mark the order as cancelled or refunded. For each of these status changes, Framework360 will allow sending an email to notify the customer of the order status change. For example, if we set it as shipped and save, Framework360 will ask us if, by updating the order status, we want to send an email, or if we would like to proceed without sending the email. If we want to manage the emails that are sent automatically when we change the order status, we need to go inside Settings, Email, System Emails. Here we will find, for example, the Orders tab that allows us to change the email that is sent automatically when we change the status of an order. For example, as we saw earlier, if I set the order status to shipped, Framework360 will send the customer an email like this: Dear name. In this case, this shortcode automatically converts to the customer's name, which we can see inside the order. In this case, Customer Demo. Your order has just been shipped. Go inside your panel. Orders on site name. This is also a shortcode. It automatically takes it to see the tracking code. Here we can also clearly add various information. We can modify our email as we prefer if we want to change the payment status to collected, because maybe the customer has decided to pay in cash or with a bank transfer that is not clearly traceable by the platform. We could go into the payment status here and change it manually. Obviously, Framework360 changes the order status and the payment status automatically for each sale if the payment has been received through a traceable payment method, like Stripe with credit card payment or PayPal. By doing so, we will find the sale already with the payment collected and no longer pending payment but in processing. Consequently, if we have an e-commerce website that allows autonomous payment and autonomous purchase of products by the customer, then we will find the sales always with the status collected and order or status in processing provided clearly that the customer has paid. If the customer has not paid, we will find it pending payment and the payment will not be collected. Once the operator verifies, for example, that the payment via bank transfer or cash on delivery has been received by the company, they can change the status with completed. And Framework360 will automatically ask if you have already received a payment for this order and wish to mark it as paid, because it expects that if the order is marked as completed, the payment status should clearly also be collected. By saving our sale, it will be completed with payment collected. Another interesting feature is that if we click on the clock we see here on the right at the top, we will have the opportunity to see all the status changes that have been made manually by the operators. This way, we can check that the entire order process has been completed successfully, or if there was an error. Thanks to this function, we will have the ability to know the date and time when the error was made. If instead the order status is pending payment, as we see, the payment status is also not collected. A section will open at the bottom that will allow us to quickly obtain a payment link that we can send to the customer. By doing so, the customer will be able to pay quickly through the page that clearly opens for them using the payment methods we have set up in iTonto, the dedicated area. Physical payments, web payments, or recurring payments for subscriptions. This link that we find available when the order status is pending payment can be quickly sent via WhatsApp, for example, via SMS, or all our preferred channels, or quickly via email. Thanks to Framework360, by quickly clicking the Resend Payment link button, it will ask us if we want to send it to the customer via email. By doing so, clicking on OK, the customer will receive the payment link with the balance request at the email they clearly provided in the order. And when they click, they will always arrive at the page displaying all the products they purchased and the option to pay with the payment methods previously set here under the payment methods section.